Greetings to every one of you. This is my 100th video. I wholeheartedly thank every one of you for your support and encouragement. So in this video, we are going to discuss the topic Introduction to Operating System. Operating system, it is a system software that manages the computer hardware resources, that is memory, processor, I/O devices. It also provides an environment for the application programs to run. Hence, it acts as an interface between user and the bare machine. So that is the hardware. For example, take user. User wants to run all his programs, but he cannot do that directly with a computer. So computer need the operating system. Only with the help of the operating system, the user can give his input, runs his program, store his file, retrieve his file, etc. So, operating system, it is an interface between user and the computer hardware. Some examples of operating system: Windows. So that is a Microsoft product used by most of us in our desktop as well as in laptops. Linux and Ubuntu, these are the open source operating systems. They are freely downloadable. You can download these operating system from the internet. Android, it is operating system meant for the mobile phone. Then we have this Mac OS X, iOS. All these are Apple Corporation's products. Mac is operating system used by Apple computers, mostly that is we are using in desktop and laptops. It is the reversion, it is OS X. And iOS, it is operating system used in Apple iPhones. So this diagram, it depicts how this operating system acts as an interface between the user and this computer hardware. So the hardware in which we have the different resources, the hardware resources are memory, processor, I/O devices. Loading the operating system. So if you load the operating system, it's what is called booting, loading the operating system into the main memory of the computer, that is RAM. So only after loading the operating system, the computer is ready to use. So now the user, different users, they want to do different types of the application. They want to do different programs. So one user, he wants to type a document. Another user, he wants to develop some spreadsheet. Another user, he wants to run a C program. Another user, he wants to run his Java program, etc., etc. Another user is browsing the web. So different users, they are doing different kind of operations. These are the system or application programs, whatever they want to do. So the only operating system, it acts as an interface between this hardware and the user. So providing memory, providing the processor time, providing the I/O devices to the users according to their requirement. So that can be done only by the operating system. Because of that, the user is able to do his job easily, that is conveniently. Functions of operating system. The first function is memory management. How to utilize the memory effectively and efficiently. That is the aim of this particular function. So operating system allocates and manages memory space for different programs. Number 2, processor management. So this involves allocating the CPU to the different processors and ensuring the process run efficiently. So effective utilization of the processor. how the processor time can be used efficiently and effectively. So that is the main aim of this particular function. The third one is device management. So operating system handles the communication, so the interaction with IO devices. So the interaction, the communication between the user and these IO devices are done only with the help of this operating system, and it provides device drivers to control these devices. Then the fourth one is file management. So this involves organizing, managing files and directories on the storage devices and providing a structured way for users to save and retrieve information. A file is created and the user wants to save the file. After some time the user wants to retrieve the file. So these things are supported by the operating system. This is the main aim of this particular function, file management. The user interface. User, he cannot communicate with the hardware directly, so he need the help of the operating system. So the operating system provides an interface. So like it may be there is a graphical user interface or command line interface. He can type a command or clicking a particular icon that allows user to interact with the computers and its resources. The sixth one, security. So the operating system implements security measures to protect the system from unauthorized access or users. So normally you can have a separate user ID and you can have a separate password in order to keep our system that is secure. So that is supported by the operating system. Number 7, error handling. So the operating system, it handles the errors that occur during the execution of the program, so which protect the system from hanging or the crashing, etc. Finally, the resource allocation and deallocation. So the operating system, as I said, whenever the user requires the memory or the processor, everything is the devices are allocated to the user. So as soon as the process is over, so the resources should be deallocated or reclaimed. So that is a last function, that is resource allocation and deallocation. So in this video we have discussed about what is operating system, some examples of operating system, functions of operating system. I hope you understood. Keep watching. Thank you.